Optimize for voice search. Voice search is quickly becoming the primary method of search. While the adoption of voice search is taking time to get on track to the mainstream, those who use it a few times become devout converts. For this reason, I am projecting that voice search is going to be the main way in which consumers browse your catalog. Now, remember that while your streaming service might get a push by being voice search friendly, you will get the maximum leverage by optimizing every technology that your company creates into a voice-enabled one. Therefore, you don't want just voice searching. You want your app to be able to respond to voice commands over the phone with Google Assistant. In the near future, it will be quite inexpensive to get a coder to optimize your app for voice. Imagine one of your subscribers walking down the road with his headphones on. He is enjoying an educational session, and suddenly someone he knows recognizes him and says hi. If your app is voice responsive, all he has to do is say your app's name and the words pause, and it will stop playing. Let's suppose your app's name is Knowledge Bump. At the time of writing this book, there's no such app, and if one is created since, let me say this is for illustration purposes with an imaginary app. When the customer says Knowledge Bump pause, the person he just met will ask what Knowledge Bump is. While not everyone will ask people what Knowledge Bump is upon hearing Knowledge Bump pause, enough of them will, that it will propagate. Expansion opportunity. Assistants like Amazon Echo are becoming popular, and Amazon is getting into podcasting. This is where you have to pay attention to your competition. If you are a streamer, you should see how Amazon integrates podcasting and Amazon Echo, which is operated by Alexa's support. I can easily predict that Amazon's podcast will be available on Amazon Echo, and people would just be able to enter a room and say, Alexa, play the Antonio T. Smith Jr. podcast, and listen to it instantly. You have to make your app, SEO, and website work together to be as Alexa and Google Voice Assistant compatible as possible. The long and the short term. In the long run, you want to have your own voice assistant that intuitively listens and responds to voice commands. In the medium to short term, you want the current voice assistants in the market to work with your platform. This is possible by discussing with a coder and optimizing your app. For starters, let the coder know that you want the audio content of your streaming service to play on Alexa like music. Furthermore, you want to let the coder know that not only do you want your app to pause when commanded, but you also want to create a voice assistant-like feature that responds to basic commands. This is a task that not many coders will be able to undertake as it requires machine learning. That is why you will seek out coders who are well versed in leveraging artificial intelligence.